Match number 3 of BBL Season 10 features the Melbourne Stars and the Sydney Thunder. Let's build our fantasy team on my 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPNcricinfo. I'm Ranu Kapoor and Tom Moody is all set to join me. Right, let's go to our pro tip for this one. And it says that the Melbourne Stars have won all of their last 4 matches against the Sydney Thunder. So they enjoy a good record against Thunder. They've also played a game already this season, which gives them the advantage to improve things. This is the first game for Sydney Thunder. And therefore, the pro tip, Tom, says that we should give the benefit of doubt to the Stars players. Would you go with that?
Yeah, look, I would have a pretty open mind to it. It's very early in the tournament, so I wouldn't be favouring one team against the other so early on. I think you need to look at the full list of players, look at the form that they've shown in the early parts of the first class season over here and make a judgment from there.
All right, fair enough. Well, let's go to some news on player availability first up. And we do know that Sam Billings is unavailable for the Sydney Thunder. That's the only player that we know of that the Thunder won't have for this one. Will Pukowski and Nicholas Pooran are out for the Melbourne Stars. These are all players now missing out due to national team commitments. Now, we may not always give you the latest selection and availability news, so make sure you check that out after the toss and the team news is announced. Let's go to our team. Before that, quick reminder on the My 11 Circle Fantasy app, 100 credits for every user to build their fantasy team, 4 categories of players to choose from, batsmen, bowlers, wicket keepers, and all-rounders. You can pick a maximum of 7 players from one team in any given contest, and we'll give you 4 substitute options towards the end of this video as well. Let's go to our top picks, and our captain choice is Marcus Stoinis. Now, we know that he has been a revelation in T20 cricket and has just gone from strength to strength, hasn't he? Marcus Stoinis, star all-rounder. We know that he is going to play now for the Melbourne Stars, so no doubt on his availability. And if you look at his performance last season, over 700 runs in BBL Season 9, averaging over 54, that record-breaking 79 ball, 147 not out 2, and he's coming off a great IPL. So Marcus Stoinis, captain choice. Our vice-captain choice is Usman Khawaja, and after not getting picked in the squad for the India series, the 33-year-old left-hander will look to make a mark in this edition of the Big Bash League. Decent season last time out, nearly 400 runs in 17 games. And his record against the Melbourne Stars, however, is stupendous. 306 runs in 8 games, averaging just over 43, striking at nearly 150. He also scored his highest BBL score of 109 not out against the Melbourne Stars. So Marcus Stoinis and Usman Khawaja, captain and vice-captain, and they give you double and 1.5 times the points respectively, so pick them very carefully. Glenn Maxwell's never too far away whenever the Stars play. He's in our top picks without much of a surprise. He comes at the back of a brilliant series against India, can get you points with bat and ball and in the field. So Maxwell's not someone we're going to leave out. Alex Hales is there as well, the tall right-handed English opener, second highest run getter in BBL 2019-20 with 576 runs in 17 games. So we're not looking too far behind from Alex Hales. Daniel Sams is there too, the latest T20I debutant for Australia, and he is a product of the Sydney Thunder Academy, the highest wicket taker in last year's Big Bash League. 30 wickets in 17 games, striking at 11.7. Head and shoulders above the other bowlers last season was Daniel Sams. So rounding off our top picks, Marcus Stoinis, Usman Khawaja as captain and vice-captain, Glenn Maxwell, Alex Hales, Daniel Sams. Like that, Tom?
I do like it. Yeah, there's some interesting picks there. Usman Khawaja as vice-captain, I think, is a good pick. He really does do well in the Big Bash, which has surprised people over recent years. But he seems to have found a way to play in that format of the game and be very effective. Obviously, there's Stoinises and the Maxwells are great picks, always going to give you plenty of points. But Alex Hales is an absolute gun. He's out of the English setup, international setup, but he is a franchise bat to hire, and he does it very well.
All right, well, let's go to our differential picks now. Jonathan Cook, another local Sydney Thunder player, and bowls his leg spinners majorly in the power play and the middle overs. Economy of 6.77 in the Big Bash League is one of his standout numbers. So Jonathan Cook as a differential pick option. Hilton Cartwright is there as well. You can call him a floater in the batting order, and he's played in all of the top 7 positions in his short T20 career. 230 runs in 8 innings at an average of just over 38 in last year's Big Bash League. So if he does get a chance at the top of the order, he can get you some decent points. Jonathan Cook and Hilton Cartwright among our differential picks. As we look at our full team, there's Andre Fletcher as a keeper option. Usman Khawaja is our vice-captain choice. Alex Hales, Marcus Stoinis as captain. Glenn Maxwell, Hilton Cartwright, Daniel Sams, Ben Cutting, Jonathan Cook, Adam Zampa, and Nathan Coulter-Nile. Substitutes bench includes Dilbar Hussain, Billy Stanlake, Chris Green, and Callum Ferguson. We've got an alternate scenario for you that Chris Green didn't have a successful BBL 2019-20, picking up just 3 wickets in 7 games. However, if Jonathan Cook doesn't feature, then maybe Chris Green can find place in your 11. What do you make of that, Tom? Any other suggestions that you'd like to throw in?
Yeah, I quite like the idea of Chris Green. That's definitely one for thought. The other one is Billy Stanlake, 6'9", fast bowler. He takes wickets. He may be a little bit expensive, but he does take wickets, which is going to get you points. So he's definitely one for consideration as well.
All right, Tom Moody, thank you very much. Billy Stanley, keep them in your calculations. He finds new ways of getting run out as well, does big Billy Stanley. Keep an eye out for latest team news in the early parts of the season, remember. And we'll be back with plenty more as the Big Bash League has only just kicked off this season on My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPNcricinfo.